It is the evening of October 16th, and we have cold breezes coming out of the northwest. Right now it's 43 degrees. It's going to drop down into the 30s later this evening and tonight. I'm hunting a spot I haven't hunted yet this year. I usually wait to get in here until the end of October, so it's a little early for me to be hunting in here, but the conditions are right for it, for this wind, and I think the deer are going to be up on their feet tonight. We have all bedding area to my left, all bedding area down to my right. My food plot, my brassica food plots are up here, kind of at an angle, and this is a transition area between bedding and feeding. These bucks cruise through here. There's a scrape line all the way down this hillside right here. I actually have a camera up on one of these scrapes. I got a bunch of videos of bucks checking these scrapes. So hopefully I can catch Nomad or Skinny working this hillside this evening. I've actually got my recurve with me, along with have my compound and my recurve tonight. So deer right there. Holy cow, folks. This is, what a rush this is. I just freaking pounded my second doe tag, or my second doe with the old recurve. I just got climbed up in the tree. I've been here for literally 5 minutes. I was talking to you guys, looked over, there they were, working right up this hillside toward me. I just shot this doe at 10 yards with the old recurve. I'm 2 for 2. I think I 10 ringed her. I had her just right down here. I didn't even have my fingers on. I was not ready at all. I can't believe she didn't hear me come in. It's windy enough where her little ones are still down here. But I think I crushed her. I think I crushed her. This is crazy. Unbelievable. 2 for 2 with the old recurve. I don't even know why I have the compound with me. This is crazy. Well, I'm actually gonna sit back down and get calmed down, and I'm just gonna hunt tonight. I'm gonna be waiting for the big boy now. I mean, I still got a lot of time left. I can't believe this. You can't beat this stuff. Pounding deer in the 10 ring with instinctive shooting. All instinctive. There's not a sight on this thing. It's all just the predator, you know, it's a predator in you. I can't get enough of it. I love this stuff, man. I can't wait to go look for her. I'll have to send a text out, but I have no service down here, so we're gonna sit out the rest of the night, and I'll show you guys whatever else I see. And at the end of the hunt, we'll get down there on that track. Well, it's only 5:30, and just had my first buck check a scrape line coming down. He walked about 30 yards from me. He hit 3 different scrapes just that I could see from when I saw him at first. I'm certainly not a deer biologist by any means. Just going by off what I've seen on the trail cameras in the past 3 days and what I've been seeing in the woods, you want to be hunting the scrape lines right now. I mean, these bucks are out cruising these scrape lines, freshening them, checking them. He just looked like maybe a big 6-point. I'm not sure exactly what he was, but he's still cruising the scrape line. It's only 5:30. We got a lot of light left. I'll turn you back on when we see more action. We ended up having an unbelievable hunt. I seen a ton of different bucks. Obviously, you've seen a lot of them checking these scrape lines behind me. And obviously the main event was shooting the doe with the old recurve, first thing. And I hit her about 10 yards and she took off this way. Haven't even looked for any blood yet or any of the arrows. I got Chris and Leather and Zane Man here with us. We're gonna get on the blood trail and see if we can't track this old girl down. So let's go get on it. Okay, so we finally located the impact of the arrow and we found the old wasp. We have looks like a clean pass through here. Good blood looking like on there. And we're gonna take up the trail right there, right there, right there, right there, right there.
Up through here, big time.
Right there.
She's laying right in this thick stuff somewhere.
Oh yeah, look at that, Zane. You can see she's bleeding out both sides there. Oh man, look at that.
Last blood's right there.
Where?
Right there. Okay.
Okay, so we tracked that doe on really good blood for about 100 yards, just spewing everywhere. We found both parts of the arrow. It was a pass through, and then she started trickling, spotty blood, spotty blood, spotty blood, and we were on it. And then we heard a deer take off in the brush in front of us. We don't know for a fact if that was the deer that I had shot, but in situations like this, I don't ever like pushing it, so we're just gonna back out of here, and I'm gonna come down in here first thing in the morning before school and see if I can find her. It's gonna be cold tonight, down in the 30s, the low 30s, so she'll be okay to process and eat if I leave her all night. So I'm gonna be back down here in the morning and we're gonna see if we can't find her. I can't believe I keep running the shot through my head and it just looked like it was right behind the shoulder, perfect. So I'm gonna have to review that video a little more and see, maybe it was a liver hit. Maybe she was quartered a little different than what I had figured, but we'll see you in the morning. Okay everybody, so it is next morning. I shot that doe with my recurve last night and I've been looking around since it got light this morning. I haven't found any bloody beds and I haven't found any blood beyond where we couldn't find blood last night. So it is not looking good. I don't know. I guess that's just the way hunting goes sometimes. You know, I really thought I made a great shot on her, but clearly I didn't. I watched the video over and over and over. And the worst possible scenario I can make out of where that arrow hit her is I got straight liver, which would still kill the deer. But knowing that we may have bumped her the night prior, she could be, who knows where she could be. Luckily it was super cold last night. And I've put on some miles, just, you know, like doing a body search. Just trying to look through bedding areas and whatnot. There's one more spot. I haven't looked on the other side of our food plot yet. There's some thick cover over in there. I don't know if she would have jetted back and circled back into there or not. We're gonna go look in there, and if I can't find her in there, it's just too bad. You know, I hate to mortally wound a deer like that and not be able to recover her and get her. It sucks, but I'm gonna keep looking before I gotta go to school. Finally, after countless miles of just aimlessly searching bedding areas, I see a dead deer in the thickest crap we have around our farm. I don't know if you can see this. That's what it looks like in here. And right there is my deer. Finally, I was starting to get really discouraged that I wasn't going to find this thing. We'll go over and check her out. Well, pulled her out into the open a little bit more, and she is stiffer than a board, so she was definitely dead all night. She died last night. I can't believe she went as far as she did, really. I mean, she ran about 150 yards. That's the outie right there. That's where the arrow came out. The innie was a little bit farther back. The innie was over in here and higher. But I certainly got one lung by the looks of that hit. And she ran a long ways and didn't bleed that much. I'll show you these broadheads I'm using with my recurve here, these wasp. That's what I sent through her right there. They're 150 grains. But man, I'm just thrilled I found her. I'll get her tagged up quick. As you already know, I finally found this old girl. This deer had a will to live like I've hardly ever seen in one. I mean, I hit her right in the numbers. The innie, the entrance was a little bit far back, but the exit was right in there. And I certainly got one lung. And she ran a heck of a long ways doing circles and zigzags. And I guess hindsight, she really didn't run as about 150 yards, but from an actual shot of the location, but she did a lot of circles and zigzags in between that 150 yards and died in a thicket that you had to step on her to find her. But everything ended up good. I finally found her, and the old recurve's got its third kill. This is a second doe a second doe tag I filled this fall with my recurve here. I really enjoy hunting with the traditional archery equipment. It's something it's a hobby I'm really getting into. I enjoy shooting compound and stuff, but I certainly don't get the same rush I get when I send an arrow through a deer with this. This is really something else. And I had a guy ask me on there how I got into traditional archery hunting. It was actually watching YouTube. I watched, I'm sure a bunch of you guys that watch my channel probably know about Leatherwood Outdoors. They're a group of guys just like me out of Pennsylvania. And I had really enjoyed their YouTube channel and watched a lot of their hunts and see them using Bob Lee recurves. And that's what actually kind of interested me into starting to shoot a recurve. And 2 years ago, I really spent all summer shooting one, and I wasn't comfortable yet actually shooting a deer with it. And last year was the first year I actually hunted with it, and I shot that doe that was on video. And then this year, I shot 2 of them. So I really enjoy shooting them with this recurve. This is a blast. But I got my work cut out for me to get her out of here, and I got to get to school yet today. So I hope everybody enjoyed the video, and be sure to go down and hit the like button and subscribe for more hunting action. I'm going to be zeroing in on the big bucks now that I've got my doe killing itch out of the way with the recurve here. Thanks again for watching, everybody.